Good evening all. Happy Saturday. How we doing? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm all over the place apparently. Or just not in quite the right place anyway. Oh, that fluff on my screen. How's it going? Evening, Carl. You alright? Let's update that, make that correct. Yeah, not too bad. Little tired, but not too bad. I was kind of tempted, because I've had quite an intense day, or fairly intense day anyway, to just take it easy tonight, but I really do need to make headway, so we'll get to the taking it easy soon. Excuse me. A bit thirsty as well. What's that? No, that's just a reflection, sorry. I thought there was something floating in my drink, which is not good. But no, it's just a reflection. That's alright. Not sure what it's a reflection of. Oh, it's my mouse! It's my mouse! I wonder what that was. I could just see some vague kind of white thing floating. Looked like it was floating in my drink, but then realised it was a reflection, and yeah, it's my mouse. Anyway, that was fascinating. We're going to chill and play video games. It'll be fine. I'll take my slippers off though, because my feet are a bit warm. Here we go. Yeah, we've not played Avowed in a minute. Oh, apparently I can't sign into Xbox. That's not great. Oh dear God. Please don't be balked. That confused the hell out of me. Xbox popped up with the Xbox app popped up with the Oblivion logo. I was like, pretty sure I didn't click to launch Oblivion. I haven't got it installed on Xbox app either way. I've got it through Steam. So let's try again. Now I've successfully booted the Xbox app. This looks a bit more promising. So yeah, we've not played in a hot minute. Because what was it? Was it Monday, Tuesday? I think we played maybe last. The Tuesday, it must have been Monday, because Tuesday was when Oblivion dropped. I keep getting Oblivion and Obsidian mixed in my head. Yeah, Oblivion dropped on Tuesday. We played it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, didn't we? And then we played Fallout yesterday, which is Friday. So that must be Monday we last played this. Feels like it was longer ago than that. No, it wasn't Monday. It was longer ago than that, because I wasn't here Monday, was I? No. So that must mean it was Saturday. It's been a week. Okay. Get there eventually. Yeah. We explored some of Solace Keep and got myself an upgraded Arquebus. Arbalest is a bit different. A little bit different. And now we're going to head to the northern area of Galloway's Tusks, I think, to do some bits and pieces for the Pugrood and hopefully make some friends among them. Basically going to do some side questing before we advance the story, I think. Actually, we will once the shaders compile, because this is another Unreal game, which needs its shaders compiling on a regular basis. Took a minute for OBS to figure out what it was doing there, because I changed the sources over. Ugh, my hands are so dry. Hey, oi, oi. I don't think there's been any patches for this this week. I I think the downtime in the meantime means it's taking a lot longer to generate these shaders. Or possibly it's having to replace the Oblivion ones, I don't know. But there was supposedly a hotfix for Oblivion the other day, and yesterday, I think. Apparently, it seems that was just a Microsoft Store side one, as opposed to like a Steam one, because I don't seem to have any evidence of it on Steam. And from what I've read, it's just people who are playing through that side of things who can no longer use a DLSS and things, which actually is not that unusual on Microsoft Store. They often put games out that are on various platforms, and the Game Pass or Microsoft Store or whatever version of it tends to lack certain graphics options, like DLSS sometimes, which is quite weird and annoying given other PC versions don't have that problem. But they are allegedly going to work on correcting the issue. We'll see what happens. It's causing a little bit of ire online, apparently. Not terribly surprising. People don't tend to react so well to that sort of thing. It has significantly impacted their performance, apparently. There's people like new 50 series graphics cards that are high-end and are getting no better performance than I am because they can't use DLSS sort of frame generation and stuff like that. Which doesn't speak massively well to how the game performs, given that they just don't seem to be doing any better with a graphics card that's 6 years newer than mine. Yeah, we have progress at long last. There's a New Vegas reference in there. I don't think I really registered in my head before. Let me clean my nails out here. Right, rock and roll time. Yeah, but Remastered 2 and played a little. Yeah. The advice is apparently old advice that's doing the rounds in a big way at the moment is get to the end of the tutorial and then make a hard save just before you leave the sewers, because you can then just redesign your character using that hard save. Although how you avoid... I'm not quite sure how it works though, because different profiles are based on the character name, so... I guess you do a hard save, name the character and leave, do a separate hard save, and then you go back to the pre-named save and name it something else, and it creates a new profile, I guess. Yeah. I've never done it before, but I did do it the other night, so I've got that set up if I so desire, but I'm just doing one playthrough at the minute for now. We'll see how I feel over the weekend. Anyway. Rock and roll. Stilgaroth is an order of paladins firstly devoted to the mad bitch Werdica. Goddess of law and discipline. Yeah, law and discipline ain't it. Known for cruelty and determination. Stilgaroth starts but nothing to hunt down oathbreakers, deserters and heretics, and are led by Inquisitor Ludwin. Hunt down anybody who doesn't align with their beliefs, more to the point. They are not nice. So... I think we are ready to rock and roll. Heaven Strikers are shiny new, ridiculously flashy. Equibus. Let's do frost damage and high frost accumulation. Magic Missile and everything else. I do need to upgrade in time. Everything else I think is basically neat and tidy. Yep. So we'll need to acquire the appropriate Ardra Bane, I think it is, a band to upgrade things, but...
What does this hypothetical term describe?
What's the word for a soul that breaks apart, becomes two people, and then in life they are sworn enemies?
That sounds too specific to have its own term.
There has to be one. Right?
I can't think of one. Oh, you could probably make up your own.
I couldn't just do that.
Of course you can.
Why not? I do it
Where
all
do you
the
think
time.
new terms come from?
Well, you could even parlay that into an entire field of research if you play your cards right.
Tempting, but dangerous. I really ought to exhaust one field of research before starting another.
If you insist.
Yeah, dear. Right. So, our dreams divided still involves speaking to the Warden Council in Solace Keep. We're not doing that right now. Homecoming. One of the guards directed you to an abandoned Warden Tower outside Solace. She thinks it holds some clues to Petru's whereabouts. That will be the Warden Captain who's disappeared. Taking with perseverance, it's going to take a while. Up the Living Lands, Galion's Tusks. We need to go back to not Fior. Fuck was it? Paradise to turn that one in. Across the Lost is Maris's village, and we've got an undead fella to kill as well. Ash Forest, that's where we need to go. Forge of Star Stuff. And bring in more metal if I can find it, which I don't think I can right now. So, we will head out and go on. There's a Lost Village. Crikey, that's a way north. Warden Tower and Destil's all the way up there. So we've got a fair bit of exploring to do. Cool. Clothes on the washing line, huh? Right. Let's be having me. Okay. What I remember. Okay. I can work with that. Refreshing the controls and the buttons and my powers and things in my memory. Well, the HUD is back. So, this need to go is way off that way, I think. There's something there. I accidentally hit the walk, not run button. Give that a little bit of a go, but going quite the way I was hoping it might. Nearly fell down a hole there.
It looks easy when you do it.
Took some doing. Guess I need some upgrades as soon as I can get them. Definitely an ominous looking landscape, isn't it? Definite Mount Doom vibes going on over there. Ooh. Lava pits and everything. Primordial depth. Yeah, that's how that tracks. Yes. Ugh, itchy ear is not the way. It's my hair to... Hang on. This ain't gonna do, is it? Hang on. Right. Your hair trapped under your headphones, it moves and tickles. It's highly distracting. Gotcha. It's just as well. It wasn't that long ago. I was a little concerned that I might start running out of food to top up my essence with. I was having to use a lot more all of a sudden. I'm very, very careful to not fall into that pool of lava. Seems like a distinct possibility.
Someone's eager to meet us.
Gotcha. It's down there. I didn't realise it was all the way over there. About that later. Shoved it off this way. I'm not missing out on anything too urgent. Some good bits there. Head through there soon.
Lots of them. We're entering hostile territory.
Now, if there were that many Zerb tracks, I think I'd be able to see him, don't you? I'm sure he's not wrong, but I don't see the tracks. Useful bits there. So, this is where I need to be to search for the missing Warden Commander, don't I? Ahem. Damn most holy Nandrew, I hope he was reborn as a lake of algae and pissed on by a flamingo. He gave us a secret survival in this bright and bitter land. He did everything he could to give his followers a chance. Where they had his teachings had one flaw. He exerted us to write it all down. 300 years he seemed so wise. Whenever there was doubt, our ancestors went back to the tablets. When faithless abandoned Solace, Nandrew's secrets did not flee with them. The tablets were too heavy to steal. Tablets outlived the death of the masters, and so in that thread their learnings, so that the thread of their learnings did not die with them. Solace endured. But after Theodore's folly, after the sack of the libraries, we lost so much, or perhaps not enough. Nandrew's private writings survived. It troubled me. He had such doubts about why he came here, why he did not go further. Ooh. I wasn't going to read that. I'm kind of glad I did now. Engraving eroded by time reads, for those lost in construction, dedicate this tower to them, their bone and strength in the stone, their hearts to the land. Thick sheets of papers consisting of hastily written notes, consisting of what looks like copies of passages from other texts. Plus other notes, beginner's guide to animancy. Okay. Latest crop of potatoes is small and somehow bright purple. I'm not sure how I did that, but I've disposed of the fertilizer I used on that batch. Bought some new supplies in Paradise that I plan to slowly cycle into the newest batch. Water continues to be more scarce than I'd like, but it's hard to smuggle out enough to quench both my thirst and my farms without raising suspicion. Mina asked me about it in front of the others recently, but I think I was able to play it off. Why does she have to notice everything? It's usually so endearing, but I need her to pay less attention right now, at least until I've got something to show from experiments. Is he trying to use animancy like they do in Fjord to help Solace Keep survive its food shortages? I got him. He's large. Where did he come from? You're Marius. That's still another one I want to be doing this to. There we go. Spot a bother, but we got him. Ledger made filthy by dust and rock contains record of supplies in the tower. Formal waypoint between Solace Keep and Mount Foyer. The tower was often used to store raw materials mined from the Tusks. Also stored a great deal of foodstuffs for itself and miners in Mount Foyer. As entries progress, however, it seems to be a sharp increase in both arms and armour, as well as emergency medical supplies. Last entries show an attempt to move such equipment, as much equipment as possible out of the tower. It's just that one. It's just being a bit weirdly laggy, I guess. Nearing the end. Yeah, I don't imagine I'm terribly far away, but let's see how we get on. And we see you asleep. Shall not be waking up. It's iron key. I don't know what that'll open, but I'm sure it'll be relevant later. Nice. I'll be pushing that way soon enough, I'm sure. Music's atmospheric.
I think they need to hire a new cleaner.
Syrup movements. This is dates and numbers. Reading through it all, you could use it. Just keep track of a nearby group of Zorups and endeavouring to make sure the writer isn't discovered by the tribe. I've suspected it for days, but now I'm positive the Zorups are getting closer. Hopefully they haven't seen me. They're just moving right on by. So that's not how that panned out. There's some animancy gear. Superb shield. Superb axe. A deader on the bed. And ring of greater overseeing. And some other good bits and pieces. Okay. 20% area of effect damage. Ooh, that's appealing. Not quite as good as everything I have, though. But it is appealing. And up to the roof.
This kind of thing is a common sight back in Eora, especially during thesis season.
Somebody got very speared. Animant's equipment I've procured from Emerald Stair is nothing short of wondrous. People of Eora grow bountiful crops from nothing but these machines. Perhaps we may save ourselves from starvation and rationing yet. The Pagrunian practiced animancy before at various points in their history. Surely Mihala will allow this. Mihala denied the proposition. She says animancy does not support Nandru's directives since he does not explicitly mention the practice in the oaths. Sucker, I think. It's her keep, her and her rules, but if we don't act now, we'll starve. I set up a small garden atop the ruined outpost. It's working so far. I hope that Mihala will see reason. Mihala is a stubborn old goat. She refused to discuss my successful experiment. Instead, if I continue this project, she'll have me locked away in the Ash Forest for sedition and treason. Let her try.
Imdu Petru definitely got himself locked up in the Ash Forest. He'll still be there. The Zarabs didn't get to him first.
So, the crazy witch who's in charge, it seems. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I'm okay. Had him dragged off, it would seem. On the sly, because nobody seems to know where he went. No idea what the Ash Forest is and how somebody could be locked up in it, but guess we'll find out, won't we? That way. An outpost, is it? Okay. So this whole area that I don't even know if I can access. Probably not. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. I think looping back that way and then heading north might be the play. I think. Do a bit of exploring. You heard something. Must be up top there. Because I can't see it, but I can hear it. Or not, maybe? Underneath, perhaps? I've got a bad feeling about this. It sure sounded like there was a way to get through down here, but apparently not. And now I'm stuck. Well, that is why I did the quick save. Okay. Yep, we got him. Doesn't make a right lot of sense. It's an interesting landscape, but it doesn't have a whole lot of rhyme or reason to it. Look at that lava flowing out of nowhere.
Watch yourself.
Not acceptable. Can you get on with this?
Take a moment.
Yeah, I thought so. Fire from above does the job. Yeah. I don't think I have. I haven't got a. Well, the only fire spell I've got is not really suitable, is it? Magrin's Fury it'll have to be. Ugh.
And raw. Stay safe.
Whew. But maybe we should have been expected that, really, but yeah, got a bit screwed there. Don't feel like the rewards are entirely worth it. Adyran supply key, huh? Yeah, take out the priest first. And then the one that's attacking me up close and personal right afterwards. Getcha. Nice. Now, before I was rudely interrupted. Most of the journey is dry, academic, excessively detailed. Last pages of interest. Increasingly certain my colleague has been affected with the Dreamscourge. Speech grows less comprehensible, and I suspect I may soon need to perform a mercy killing. I pray that he will remain coherent for a little longer, however. I need him to assist me in helping hiding supplies in the northern reaches of Galloway's Tusks. We'll have to rappel down an opening in the train. I cannot do this alone, nor will I be able to set up fail-safe mechanisms myself. Till the wood meets the water, until the water finds the roots. Yours signature should be there's a squiggle of ink, like a drawing of knotted roots. Interesting. More loot. No shortage of loot in this game. Left the journal singed by fire, dusted with ash. Came to this spot in hopes of a respite. Doesn't seem as though we'll find it here. Zorps are relentless, following us closely enough to harry us, but never finally committing the attack. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were playing with us as if they consider us sport. With our injuries and exhaustion taking its toll, it would seem we have no choice but to stop running to make our stand. Juliet says we are as battle-ready as we'll ever be, and hopes that a simple act of putting up a defence will convince the Zorps to turn and leave us alone. It's a good theory as any I might have, so it's what I'll do. I guess it did not work. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Oh, there's a corpse over there I missed.
Keep quiet.
Ooh, barely got my shot off in time there. Jump the lava. Just. Ooh. Some ruins out this way. Directly over that way, apparently. Whoop. Tank that surprisingly well. The fuck did you come from? So nice, where are you going to that matters now, eh? Yeah, den full of Zorps, huh? Can't fault the efficacy of this particular rifle. It was worth the star metal. Small scorch blight, huh? You dodged my frost spell. How rude. How rude. Over. Nice. New beacon apparently somewhere around here. Let's see where. There is a big old set of ruins there that I've not managed to explore that I did want to explore. I thought I was dying there. I thought the way in was going to be here, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's around the other side.
I'm not used to quiet. It's easy when you do it.
Okay. Bit by bit, I'll take them out.
Glad that's over.
Rooms for everyone. You and Steve, you alright? Lost village, huh? How the heck did I manage this to end up this far north? God knows. Thought I was just exploring a little bit over here. I didn't realise I was going up miles out this way. Oh well. We're here now, aren't we?
I can't. I don't want to be here.
You're a little irritating wuss, Marius. Nipping out for a curry? Well, if not on a Saturday night, then I don't know when. Ugh. Oy, 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 oy. We're here with you, you're safe, we should be careful, no telling what we'll find here. Doesn't look like there's much left here to be afraid of. You wanted to come here, you asked me to bring you here. You asked me to bring you here.
Well done, everyone. Let's head back to camp.
We're here for you, darling. And if anyone is mean to you, I'll set them aflame.
Fine. Let's go. Let's go.
Getting to the point where dragging him by the scruff of the neck and putting a boot to his behind is kind of feeling like the way to go. I know the guy's got issues, but his issues are going from I've got issues, so you're getting on my tits now.
Looks like this place hasn't seen any residents in a long time.
So we're living in an old Nkeda settlement. Remains of one. Not heading south, that's where I came in, isn't it, over this way? I'm deeply confused. I was going to go for the jump there, but I don't think it's going to end well if I try. I sort of turned around a bit, I think. So it would suggest... Sure, I accept the hypothesis, though.
Let's go.
Good, got him. Where that guy came from, but he's definitely dead now. Not that I didn't think that before, so... Probably dead now. This is probably not the way, so I'm going to have a look this way first. Suddenly looking more like it is possibly the way. Clearly got myself turned around, but I don't know how.
What happened? What is that? Let me see. I remember this. I think this belonged to... Everything Yonku said was true. All of it. These bones are hers. My mother. I can't.
Now you know, surprising it wasn't stolen. Let's keep going. Sorry, it must be difficult.
Difficult? This is blessed impossible.
The bones here. They're too new to be godless. Oh, dearie, I'm so sorry.
I don't think I can handle this right now. I need to go back.
No, you're going forward if I have to toss you in a lake of lava myself. Can't run from this. That's the only way you can know what happened. If you turn back now and never forgive yourself, grow up in places you can't hide from the past forever. Yep, sorry, Maris, I'm done with being nice to you. You're doing my head in now.
Take your time, dearie. We're with you.
You've gone from I've got problems to I'm a soft git who needs a kick up the arse.
We too may. Let's just keep looking around.
Faded letter. Oh, that is particularly interesting. This must be the thing. Crudely drawn, simple lumber runes across this tattered, stained piece of parchment. Only one part of the letter is legible. Learn what we've left solace to learn. There's more to life than ironclad traditions and ancient walls. These runes give us shelter as we study and learn and pray for peace, just as Razvan did long ago. I look forward with nothing but hope that his guidance will lead us to a better world and protect us from the worst the Tusks have to offer. He's already found an entrance to a cavern near the shore. Perhaps we should shelter there against the elements. Razvan's wisdom led us here. I will trust him with my...
How this Razvan inspired such devotion.
Razvan. Why does that name make my skin crawl? Is it someone I knew?
I would assume so.
Put them down, please. Please. He speaks of song. We hear only screams. Circles and death. A chorus of screams. Where is Marius now? Born here, die here. Lost and found.
Dreamscourge.
No. No. Don't fool me. Don't lie. That can't be Marius. It can't.
Marius, do you know the poor man?
Yonku. Viate. Is that you? What happened? How could this...
Warden who has a long, complicated history with Marius. Lumber term for best friend or brother used to express endearment and respect. So he's a friend of a long old time. Dreamscourge, and probably doesn't have much time left.
That. Yes, that. The land has come to take me, Marius. No. I search for meaning, but find only words.
This is Yonku. My best friend since... as far as I can remember. When did this... I should have never left you, Viate. I couldn't have known.
Patrol. Yes, on patrol. When the dream touched me, I was away and alone. Yes? Not your fault. Not yours.
Even if you'd been with him, you couldn't have protected him. What happened in this village, not your fault. Very touching, but came for a reason. Even if you'd been with him, you couldn't have protected him.
I still shouldn't have left. We could have been here, together.
What, and died
We met here, Marius and me. We played
with him,
here.
gone the same way?
I was older, but still a child.
That doesn't... I barely remember this place.
Your forgetting is for the best, Viate. I suffered remembering the whole time.
Continue. Sure you don't remember this village. Got all this to protect yourself from something. Does painful memory have to do with... Does this painful memory have to do with the dwarven cultures we passed away? And let's just go continue.
Families followed Razvan, trusted his words. He would lead them to a better life. Trusted Razvan to make them something more.
Wait. No, I remember something. Chanting? I was so scared.
So, Razvan's leader of a small band of Pagarinen who protested against traditions that Solas keep. Razvan led his people out of Solas roughly 30 years ago, settling in a godless ruin amidst the wilds of Galawain's Tusks. The settlement was never heard from again, and Solas' records contain no information on the fate of the group. Continue. Marriage UK. Sounds like a cult leader. Continue.
Razvan circled the parents around, said he would help their voices reach the stars. They took bowls full of night. No. Death. He said to drink it while Razvan said the words.
I don't want to know what you're about to say.
Does sound like a cult leader. Adults of the village killed themselves at his command. Explains the state of the ritual site. How would anyone fall for that? Two of you obviously survived the ritual. Adults of the village killed themselves at Razvan's command.
Yes. Yes. Gods, am I speaking clear? At long last. I saw all the parents fall over. I knew he would come for me. I ran. I saw young Marius, too small to understand. Razvan called out for us, his voice raised to the sky.
That's when you took me to Solace. You saved my life.
A new home, yes, I brought you there and they gathered you.
Can't imagine what it's like. Survived your whole life. Courageous child. So you wouldn't want to remember all that. Courageous child, I think.
I always thought you were a fool when we were younger. So impulsive. And now I know. You thought you'd already cheated death.
The parents in Solace said it was better to forget. Made me swear not to tell. You were happy. Never wanted to upset you.
Protected him from the pain of his memories. You hid them from marriage on purpose. Ignorance is bliss. So universal souls have been lying to him his entire life. Protection from the painful memories, I guess.
At first, yes. Later, it would have been harder not to forget.
Makes sense. No wonder it felt like everyone knew something I didn't, because they did.
But I can't focus. Can't remember. Razvan is near, making everything harder.
God, he might still be alive. That's it. We have to leave. If he's out there, we
How's it
have to
going now?
run.
Oh, we could maybe put a bullet between his eyes. That'd be a good idea. If he's still alive, we'll find him. He has to be dead. Been what, 30 years? He's safe. We're here with you. Afraid of a cult leader? He's safe, Marius. We're here with you.
I'm glad you found friends, Viate. They will take over when I'm gone. Found a key to Razvan's home. Search there if you want. I will only forget.
Anything we can do for you? Where do you think he still lives? Marius, what do you want to do next? Do you feel like you're in danger? Where do you think he's still alive?
Signs of life in this place. Small but true.
Yeah, not so bad
Someone
enough.
is here.
A little tired, but alright.
Not just me.
I am so sorry this happened to you, Viate. If I could trade places with you.
No. No, Viate. You have saved me many times over. This I wouldn't wish on you ever.
Well, I guess. We'll be going now, yeah? We have to keep digging into this particular emotional scar.
Come say goodbyes when we're done. Razvan's gonna pay. Take a moment to breathe. We'll come back and say goodbye when we're done.
I will be here until time to go. See you soon, Viate.
I'm gonna stick my neck out and guess wherever that guy lived is not far away. Oh, it's here. Razvan's journal. Torn with a weak binding, barely holds pages together. Make out some number writing and once weird and faded runes. I did no answers, despite as possible. The voices seem to sing only to me. They, night and day, telling me of times in recent past as if they were yesterday. From distant chorus in perfected imperfections, non-stop as if to introduce me to their strange world. Oh, to be like them, no hunger, no thirst, no pain, no doubt, no worry. My people suffered, closed minds in solace. I have discovered a ritual that will usher them into the skies. They will be ascended. An enlightened choir of the lost. I've discovered a cave located to the south near the shore. I'll find a way to lift them to a higher form of life. I've sealed the cave with an ancient cantic, sung from mother to child among my people. Only those among the flock will know the way. See my people ascend, their voices will join the choir.
I knew someone was out there. He killed everyone. He wanted to kill me.
But he didn't. Remember that, Marius. Remember that you're safe.
Oh, stop comforting the stupid
myself sick.
bell end. He's a pussy hole.
This Korba is still out there.
We'll find him and end this. Take him up to breathe. We'll get through this. Yeah, let's stop pandering to the guy. He needs to pull his head out his butt. Do you know anything about the cantic we mentioned?
I think I know the contact Razvan used to seal the door. It's a poem my mother told me when I was a child. She said those words would always open doors. I never knew what she meant. If we're gonna go after Razvan, we better get to it. Before I pass out where I stand.
Disciples Ring. Huh. Maximum essence. Ooh, that's not bad. Cost, speed, and essence cost. Intellect and perception. 60 essence would be worth having. Not sure about the loss in cast speed. I think I'll hang on to it, but I'm not going to use it right now. Yeah. It's supposed to be somewhere down here, which presumably means it's across. Suggesting I go right and then south, I think. That's the broken bridge, and I can't get across there. So we must go round. I get it.
That must be the door. Oh, gods, here we go. Alright, what was it? Something in the sky. Gods, I can't think straight.
Need a break. I've fallen.
Yep, stay back up. Miserable. Yeah, I didn't think it would hold up under the prospect of getting frozen very well. Sure what I accidentally cast there, but okay. There's a body down there, but I don't think it was I think the remains may have sunk through. Yeah. Definitely did not go according to plan. Might do a quick load. We're looking at 21, 15, 17. Yeah, okay. I'll load back before that fight and do it again. Hopefully, whatever reward I get from killing that Guardian won't sink into the ground there. Ice, ice, baby. Getting better. There we go. I think that went better that time.
That's all of them.
It did. Definitely went better. Ooh.
Sing free, our voices lifted high.
Huh?
Spirits laughing in the sky. Hope that did something. That was it. It worked.
Tiny little bit on the Lord of the Rings side, but hey. Travel to the Cabin of the Voices. What's the bet in this guy is going to turn out to be Dreamscourge himself?
Sure of it. Well, maybe it's not him.
We should be so lucky, darling.
I don't think that'd be lucky, to be honest. Manifesto of the Choir Invisible. Lumber writing crosses parchment, much has been faded and smeared by time. Accident in the toilet chamber weighs upon the workers. In the last moments, I offered the dying a chance to test the concoction for the Ascendant ceremony, though they seem too weak to survive the experience. I am close to a breakthrough, and it's clear that had they not been on death's door, they would have joined the Choir of the Ascended. Right. This guy does sound more than a little bit tapped in the melon.
Don't know if I'd rather see Razvan alive or dead. If he's dead, he can't hurt anyone else.
If he's alive, you get to kill the fucker yourself. Not seeing a problem. Completed worker log. A few months. The work on the collapsed tower has been rather productive. Razvan has his wisdom be praised, discovered for us a more blessed time underground. He sealed it with a cantic memo the same way when I was a child. Praise be his wisdom and compassion. We've drained the lava from beneath, and Rosvan has declared a promising number of caverns and chambers to serve as our homes in the future. Sadly, one of the larger chambers collapsed and filled with magma, taking the lives of a few of our brothers and sisters. Rosvan reminds us that sacrifices were in service to the community, and we'll hear them singing to us soon enough. Yeah. What a prick. Frost from above. Get him.
Take a moment, people.
Okay, so that's connecting me back around either way. Some kind of trap going on here. I saw that coming. Didn't see a way to avoid triggering the trap, but I managed to avoid getting hit by it, so... Results that count or something? Dream Thrall, Rangers, Priests, all sorts. Oh, where's the bloody priest? I see him. Get off me, you dick. This fucker is annoying the hell out of me. I'm gonna have you. Point blank range, that's better. I've got a better idea, Marius. Get the fuck in here and help me! Standing there going, don't die, you useless fucking sack of shit. Jesus, he's the most irritating, useless fucking bag of turds I've ever had the misfortune of being saddled with. Okay, maybe not quite that bad, but he's pretty fucking close. I'm gonna set his fucking beard on fire. Oh, prick. Where is he? Work out which way I'm supposed to go, to be honest.
Caution, Envoy. I see something moving in there.
Right.
Yes, I hear them, but I hear things all the time. Please just let me work. Let me work.
Does he even know we're here? We could just leave.
Damn, you're a useless sack of shite.
New voices. Flesh or spirit, I should ask. The others say you're flesh, but the others are known to lie.
Long enough with Dreamscourge who started to speak like them. Like you people, we're Fleshbad Man, here to put an end to yours. Zach taken down. Live long enough with Dreamscourge who started to speak like them.
Dream thrall. What a wonderful word for those souls you slaughtered to get here. They speak with more clarity now. I have long heard the voices of ascended beings. Beings beyond pain or hunger or death.
He thinks he's a watcher. Pathetic.
I sought to raise the voices of my flock, to raise them, to become as the voices that sang to me were. The chorus of voices that surrounded me, told me lies among their truths. On that day, I sought song but only heard screams.
Duke de Dragu, Korba. You killed everyone.
I know this voice. Older now, perhaps. One of the missing ones. You have your father's tone. Your mother's diction.
You're a watcher, ascended beings are spirits of the dead. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Are you even aware of what you did? Why would you poison the entire village? Why would you command these people to kill themselves?
No. The dead cannot sing. It's impossible. If that were true, then my people were to become ascended beings, like those who spoke to me before. Voices ephemeral, wise, and never afraid.
So dumb, a little bit insane.
Their voices became screams. From the next life, they curse me. Call me killer. Call me death.
Oh no. Was there not an animancer amongst his victims to tell him that he's a watcher?
I don't care. This Korba killed my family.
But I have since found a new choir, full of life, and set loose from the shackles of will.
Makes me think they're probably some form of undead. The dream thralls? They're more likely ones to eat you than follow you. His villain of your heart seems more pitiful and powerful. I mean, he is a pathetic creature who has fallen victim to his own curse, I suppose. nonetheless, not sure that makes it forgivable for him slaughtering others in his foolishness. Because, you know, poison is poison, death is death. Even if you don't recognise the people talking to you as being dead, asking people to drink poison in order to ascend is still killing them. It's not... You know, I don't think it wriggles him out of any culpability for what he did.
Dream thralls? No. They are more connected to the land than any of us. The island holds and caresses them as it will us all. Perhaps one day you will join my choir as well, my little lost one. I will lead you to sing for the gods themselves.
I have run from you my whole life. And you're just a madman in a cave, talking to dream thralls.
You ran because you were afraid. Now you come back to me. My lost lamb. My tiny little bell.
What do you want to do with him? He's just a shade of a man. I'll leave you to rot here in madness and isolation. You have to die for the lives of those you took. Maris, what do you want to do?
You murdered a village to satisfy your sick vision of ascension.
Yep.
But really, you're just a lost soul down here grasping for meaning. I don't remember my parents. They obviously trusted you. But they didn't know you, did they? Not really.
They were shining souls. Their voices passionate. Their words sharp like the crack of a whip.
I see no reason to give this man a quick death. Let him rot down here, for all I care.
I see a reason. God knows what hell he might inflict on others if we leave him alive. He's clearly dangerous. He might... I don't think he's going to be leading any more cults of people to their deaths, but he might spread the Dreamscourge further and afflict other people. At the very least, he is going to be left in a cave insane. Yeah. And even if you didn't understand the thought, you know, the voices you were hearing were ascended people, there's still no way that you can say that excuses him poisoning a bunch of people. Like, oh, I didn't know. Why did you make people kill themselves to become like them? On some level, he knew. Not much of a fight.
Razvan is dead. It feels hollow somehow, but I can't explain how.
So what that matters, revenge never really gives closure. Have to find that in yourself. It's gone. You can finally put it to rest. After all this time, you won't take pride in that. You can finally put him to rest.
I'm not sure I know how to do that, but I'll try.
Nobody does, bud. Nobody does. You just wing it.
I couldn't remember, and now I've found that thing and overcome it. I need to think about all this. Maybe we should check on Iancu, see how he's feeling.
He's still a wuss, the useless turd, Marius. Being thrown nights on captivity. Most of the time their eyes seem dull if the souls were missing or repressed. Most seem locked in a state of terror no matter what is happening around the cells, and their voices have yet to join the ascended chorus. They are not dead, but barely count as alive either. Interestingly, one of the petitioners began clawing at the cell door as if he wanted to be released. I opened the door and observed a similar change to this. I opened the door and observed a change to a similar state of terror I'd seen in the other petitioners. It's possible that the scraps of soul remain in the one and not the others. Sadly, I doubt such animalistic terror will allow the voices to join with the chorus. Yeah, what a lunatic. Battle trance, a one-handed melee weapon. I'm surprised he wasn't wielding that. Got a mix of Moria and Skyrim and something else as well. A little bit Dragon Age maybe, in the style of the Dwarven architecture here. And some more lockpicks at this rate. Okay. How do we have time? Okay. Yeah, sure the night portion of the day-night cycle is substantially longer in this game than the day is. It may have gone through an entire day while I was on the ground, but if it did, oh maybe it didn't. Looks like the sun is starting to come up. But yeah, it does feel like the nights go on way longer than the days. Yep, I should say it's getting light. As soon as I comment on it, and the sun comes up. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go here. Down, I would assume. Doesn't seem like a great idea. Let's fast travel, just to be safe, because otherwise I might end up tumbling into a river of lava. Screwed that up a little bit, but I got away with it. Yeah, what we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, at least 36 corpses in that ritual alone that he coerced into killing themselves. I am definitely content with my decision. Eora, my son, it's difficult to be separated from you, if only by a few walls of crumbling stone, but your work in helping build our new home is worth every moment. I'm proud that Razvan's infinite wisdom saw you as vital, even at your young age, and I hope to join you on our next exodus from Solace. Be bright, my brilliant gemstone, Mama. Yeah. Yeah, God knows what else,
We
what harm he
spoke
could do.
before, yes? Marius? We spoke before.
Razvan will never hurt anyone again. He's dead. We came to say goodbye. Do you remember us? Razvan will never hurt anyone
I
again.
trust you ended him? One way or another?
It's
Yep.
over, Viate. You can rest now. I promise.
Right, Viate. And so can you. Remember that.
You both found peace. How's she feeling about what will you do now?
The Tusks have a lot of places to go where I can disappear and no one is hurt. I quite like that. To go away alone and sink into the land.
Will you be all right, Viate? What can I do to help?
Nothing more you have to do, Viate. Just keep living and try to laugh once in a while.
Right. I will miss you, Viate. I love you.
I feel so light.
Good.
The circle is broken.
That feels good. Feel like we did a good thing there. Now I just need to work out how to get the heck back out of here. So I'm a little fuzzy-lated on that point. Okay. Down here and somewhere on the right. Oop, didn't quite mean to do that. Yeah. There's another one down. Got him. To lava blight, but fortunately slightly lower tier than we've had to deal with thus far. Freaking priest back there again. I can make these guys. Eat that, dickhead. Ah. Bloody priests. Running around healing everybody. I heal, you die. That's how this works. Grateful mobs. Take all the time and effort to go shoot them, and they have the audacity to try and survive. So we'll loop down here and then do a little left, I think. We found a thing. Quite the landscape, Galloway's Tusks. Already been over here, haven't I? I recognise that jump. Well, it looks a little different in daylight than it did in the night. Thought I might be making a bad choice for a second there, but not so much. We're good. Make sure I clear this area here. Some alarming thundery type noises in the distance. And there's a big old volcano on the horizon. Especially disconcerting to be hearing. Explore around this area. There's much to be finding, but we haven't already anyway.
Remember now, don't touch the lava.
I don't want to go back. I can't.
I hear the floor is. Yeah, I don't think that's quite the path over that the game's sort of making it look like. Or the map there.
How do I tell Radut? I don't want to be a part of this any longer. Solace Keep doesn't need me, but the people here, they do.
It doesn't look like I'll be going this way. What's up there, maybe? Somehow I hit the one at the back before the one at the front. Aha! We have a way around.
Keep quiet.
And we're into the next stretch of the primordial depth. It's 10 o'clock. Eat magical lead, my friend. Love the colours on those, alright. Just need my spell to do the work there whilst I'm getting jumped by the one thing that should not have survived there. Tag teamed. All right. Oh, there's party camp over there. It's probably good to go and find.
Arms up.
Wasn't the spell I was intending to use there at all, but hey. Death by arrow up the backside from the look of that. Yeah, not my intended spell, but if it works, right? That's the other side of that bridge. Lovely, just where you want to go for a little dip. I just did. Smoke on the hilltop, huh? Okay. Could go back to camp, but I don't feel like it's really worth it at this point. Especially as the day has just begun. I'll save going back for camp for the end of the day. And for ya. This is our village. Destroyer, he looks like a big lad. Is there a high priest? That's what I want to know, because I don't see one. I'm surprised he tanked that, to be honest. Can you outside? Just come to an island, go from village to village, slaughtering the locals. We the baddies. of the indigenous populations. To be fair, I don't know whether or not Zorops count as the indigenous population here or not, being as they're on every continent. Whew. But then again, how long do the people have to be there to be considered indigenous? Some of these Zorops seem to go yeah when you kill them. On the other hand, they are massacring the dwarves, so you know. It's not like they exactly live in peace, is it? Mind you, they could view the dwarves without too much lack of reason as an invading force, so. Again. Is I got here first alone enough to be considered indigenous? So this way would appear to be the way to go.
Who are you, spirit? The plague's corrupted the rest of us. The steel garrote. Our minds. Broken. I won't let you take
win.
me. I'll keep my sanity. You're not real. You can't be. No. Go away, spirit.
The trap cuts. The fox cries at the pain of the hare. The justice of the wild.
Go away.
Got a point there.
No, you're not real. I'll stop you if I must.
I'm jumping the gun, am I? Okay, fair enough. A breeding population has control over an area that was there before you were considered indigenous. Yeah, possibly. It really doesn't require a great deal of a head start, though. So, Grip, been looking for you. Choose your next works carefully. Nobody threatens me twice. It's alright, not right here to hurt you. I doubt you can tell a spirit from a shade. In any case, I'm perfectly real.
My soul is mine. Mine! It will not be despoiled. What was that prayer Ludwig taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Woodica, by your withering gaze, I bind this tricksome devil. Oh, God, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop looking at me.
That's okay, Kel.
I don't want to see it.
Oh no, the poor dear. I don't think he can be helped.
I can see that. It's pointless. Let's go find the rest of them. Just luck. I'll question him, see what we can learn. Let's deal with them swiftly, moved on. Yes, I don't think so.
I just mean that we're running low on options.
Maybe we can glean some useful information out of
The
him.
ruiner, the rival, the seed of the poisonous tree. She said, she commanded me,
Found another path to the garden. Let's lead her in now. We found another path to the garden.
The closer she draws us to the wood, the worse the visions become. Leaves and chains, roots and rot. When I close my eyes and when I wake, they never go away. Make them go away.
Where's Ludwin?
The Queen receives petitioners from atop her burning throne. The Queen, she...
Must be inside the mine.
None shall pass, she said. None but she and the Queen that was, and always will be. Wodiger, bind you, villain!
Come and get
Oh dear. I mean, he's still got right. He deserves it anyway. At some point, he's made a choice that needs shooting for anyway. I mean, yeah, all that's true, but if they'd only been there, I don't know, a year, and had successfully established themselves, would they still be indigenous at that point? So, where the heck was he? He was up that way, wasn't he? So that's off in this direction. Okay, so I was going to go this way. I think back to the party camp. Let's just get a bit of a clearer picture of what the heck's going on here. So that's that way. So we'll explore out this way a bit more. If there's anything to find before I consider heading back. I'm not sure I'd agree with that assessment. Might be the accepted one, but not sure I'd agree with it. Seems like a bit too much of a simplification, really. How the heck did I get all the way over here already? I feel like I covered enough ground for that. I suppose the other question is, what rights does being an indigenous population afford a given group? Because if you look at this world, for example, if the Zorops are arguably indigenous everywhere, does that then mean nobody else has a right to be anywhere? Because they are everywhere, so... I guess not, because there's an element of, you know, enough room for everybody in there, I suppose. When it comes to cause and effect, maybe. And often true, but not always true. That would be the gist of Occam's razor, wouldn't it? Well, most often true. Right, so the only way forward from here is up that path, unless there's another path over by the camp, maybe, which we can have a look at. Ooh.
That's done. Look, it's her.
I don't know. Or am I fundamental objections to immigration policy across the board is that the idea that you get to decide that somebody else doesn't have the right to be somewhere is completely inappropriate in my view. On the other hand, that's kind of a two-way thing, because people come into an area and then drive the indigenous people out, which is also not acceptable. Open to all. Everywhere open to all, I guess, I suppose, is my perspective on it. Gotcha this time. You know, guy gonna make a nuisance of himself soon. Nice work, Yossi. Bloody loads of them around there.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
Yeah, I would broadly agree with that, I think, Steve. That does kind of fly right in the face of right to control and decide who comes in and out. There's a flappy bit on my grimoire that I hadn't noticed before. I think I may have just started something that I need not have started. Oh well. Well, you're not dead. Anyway. Zorup seems to be losing the fight with his skillies quite emphatically. There's the next question. Whose skeletons are we currently zapping? You should be Frost. Nikita? Dead dwarves from bygone eras? Both? Neither? No wonder. I don't think they cause financial strains or problems at all. It's just because we create artificial limits that the financial strains become anyway. Our imaginary concepts like nations and borders are the only reason these strains exist in the first place. If all was open to everybody, there would be no restrictions. The whole thing is just nothing more than our making up bullshit and creating problems for ourselves by doing it. As per usual with human beings, but... Yeah, you do. You're stuck on that rock out there, okay. Let me just finish clearing this area and we'll see what's going on. I feel like I've already cleared this and yet it doesn't look cleared. Weird. No, but it's still not going far enough. How do I get over there? As soon as the word immigration applies, you're already doing it wrong. That's what he's suggesting. I need to create a path from across here, I guess. The whole concept is irrelevant. And imaginary, more to the point. It's a cool looking mace. Actually, I'm not using it. It's also a pack of lies intended to keep a small segment of society in power and wealth at the cost of everybody else.
Anyone help? Don't know who you are, stranger, but we're lucky you came past. One of our cohorts is dangerously ill.
Dreamscourge, I'm guessing?
Resources, but you look like you might. Please, will you examine our friend and see if there's something you can do?
What happened to him? What are you doing out here anyway? What happened to him?
Zoribs.
Yeah.
They attacked us while we were out hunting. One got them pretty badly, and the wound was infected. Did what we could, but I don't think it was enough. Saka, we're wasting time talking though. Will you help our friend? Our friend is in the tent over there. I'll join you shortly. There are arrangements to finish.
Give preferred status to people with particular skills. Stop because it was said to be discriminatory. Yep, that makes sense. You open all the doors though, and people will move based on where they want and need to be though. The restrictions that cause the problem. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Oh, they'll presumably give me a key for that, I'm guessing. Spellblade's gloves, interesting. Parkour, poison accumulation, interesting. Currently have bloodletting on. I'm not using them. I'm just. Interesting. Okay, let's go away. Keep these because they fit my outfit a bit better. Celian, I don't know if you'll ever read this. I don't know if your previous letters have been delivered now that I have been outcast. But I've made a little home out here. It's cold and hot and dusty and terrible, but it's fine. It would be better with you and the others here. Aside from that, the worst part is Zoribs that seem to have taken interest. Not that I blame them. Anything that protects you from the dust and ash seems luxury out here. Not too worried. The worst case scenario, they kill me, but that just takes me to the wheel faster and maybe back inside the keep. It's the only way back for me now, either way. Ooh, that's grim. Strong sense of decay fills his nostrils. Upon examination, Darth is deathly pale and not breathing. Has obviously not been alive for some time. No way the outcast would fail to notice.
You know what the irony is? You wouldn't be in this situation if you were a bastard.
Oh dear.
We need your supplies. Unfortunately, we also need you to die. Can't have Solus keep hearing about us robbing people.
You bet unless you're not killers. Doesn't have to be like this. Sure, we can break some kind of arrangement. Do you want to fight? I'll give you one. Let's try and talk him out of it.
We're not. We're just trying to survive. Saka, you're going to make me regret this. Get out of here. If anyone asks, you didn't meet a soul out here.
Oh well. Haven't found the key, but presumably I would take it off his corpse if I killed everybody. This is my payment for sparing your life. Which wouldn't have been an issue, but for the fact that he tried to dick me over in the first place. took a lot of effort to get over here just to be screwed over by this guy. I'm a bit disappointed. I was creating a bridge for him and everything. What a dick. Ooh, just made it. So, how are we doing now? Let's see if there's anything more. If I follow this around, can't I? I don't think there is. I think we've got a big old cliff here, haven't we? Yeah. Music is very atmospheric. I'm not quite sure it's the right atmosphere, actually, for the area. I'm back to being convinced that... I was curious what's going on there. Convinced that the day and night cycles are weird. Got a path there to something. So, Mount Foya and the area where Steel Garrote have apparently somehow managed to get in and set up is over here. I think the Pogrenan would do a better job of protecting their borders, considering they're not keen on letting anybody in. Suddenly the Steel Garrote just march all the way up here, across the one bridge, presumably, and around, unless they came in over the mountains, which would be a hell of an achievement, but doesn't seem likely. So I am going the right way. Cool.
Who goes there?
Well, if only it was just Israel and just the English. But, yes. It's the lines, well, it's the arbitrary lines that are the problem. One of the problems.
The same as I.
You really sound familiar with outsiders who mistook us for monsters. What else would be? Ghosts. What else would be? But ghosts?
If you spent as much time in the ashes as I have,
Interesting
you'd
helmet.
not speak so lightly of the spirits. They come at night, you see. The blights, the whispers in the dark, the undead there in the shadow of the mountain. It isn't natural, none of it. And yet I'm made to be out here alone, with each plea for a transfer, or at least some company, denied.
Don't have time to talk spirits. I'll leave you to your haunted wasteland. Who did you piss off to get this assignment then? Is there anything I should know about the Ash Forest as I explore it? What's your duty here? Who did you piss off to get the assignment out here?
Everyone, I suppose. You publicly agree with Councilman Kostya one time, and suddenly, you're a pariah forced into the wilderness alone.
Let me think and meditate on what you've done. It seems like, what's the deal with Kostya? Vocal advocate for the end of the Pogrenan tradition of isolationism. Seems like she might be onto the right thing, really. They're trying to be kind. I don't think so. Do better next time. None of these things are an answer I'm willing to choose. Trying to be kind is the least offensive one of the lot, but they're all shit. And I would not say any of those things.
You have an odd opinion of kindness, Outlander. I didn't deserve this. And you know what?
I agree, but it's not my fault that
correct.
bloody writers didn't give me an option for that.
Maybe we're going to die because we care more about a dead symbol than real people. Anyway, I've been talking too much. I need to return to my duty. Forgive me for cutting our conversation short.
I would have agreed with her, but the conversation options were just different shades of dick, unfortunately. More like a Jew's attempt to choose the least scabrous looking one. That was a bit annoying. Yeah. The change they made in Oblivion. Yeah, Oblivion. Oh, still getting the names mixed up. But right, okay. That certain objects, like things you can pick up, will glow. And I read somebody moaning about it. It was a mod. Somebody created a mod to remove the effect. It was, yeah. I don't know. People moaned about some strange things. Oh, yeah, and Petru's up all the way up top, isn't he? Yeah. Right. I really don't know if we should push on at this point. I think I will. Do I have the Pegarinan Archive quest? Guessing not, because I'm not sure what you're referring to. That looks...
Didn't that cartographer talk about a bunch of dead trees and a crater?
Something about that. Burning building up the hill. Yep, there's a whole load of buildings up there. So there are a bunch of quests out this way that I should have picked up, but I'm not. And then there's this thing up there that I've not been to either.
Keep quiet.
How did I miss?
You asked for
Probably
it.
because it's a blunderbuss. That wasn't what I was going for. Being able to move, that's what I was going for, but I couldn't. Don't know why. Ah, you're Scout and Priest. Let's get you quick. Having you healing them. Ooh, a spider's got a skull on its back. That's horrible. Got him. Tusks was near the keep. I must have missed it. I was rather distracted last time we were poking around there. I think we'll be going back there before terribly long anyway.
It's easy when you do it.
This is easy. Weird graveyard. Oddly gothic style, because we recognise that as graveyard. And there's whatever this is up here.
We must leave.
We can't. You know we can't.
But we must leave.
We can't. You know we can't.
But Elder Grigor can't fight them.
Guess I've got to go and look for some Elder Grigor. I'm guessing he's stuck in a spot of bother up the top of the hill here.
They were sick. Just
Gods worthy of a godlike. Scout's honor.
Lanyan.
Ah, thank the gods. You're the first customer I've seen since this nasty business here started. Anyway, you looking to buy something?
Not bothered by what's going on here?
Bothered? Yes. Concerned? No. I am capable of handling myself. Don't you worry. The concern's appreciated, but I've got mouths to feed. Namely, my own. We all do what we have to
She's a
do.
very no-nonsense sort of a lady.
Besides, better a death that people talk about for years to come than
You know, starvation.
I'm with her on that one.
Care to take a look at my wares?
See what you got. Threads of the Faithful. Ooh, light armor, legendary, unique. You and your companions slowly regenerate health, and companions do more damage. Looks quite nice. I need this, but it's 16 grand a pop. It's so expensive. And how much of it I actually do need, though. Should check into that. Distant death. Defense. I don't think there's anything there I don't already have, or a version of. Definitely need those. Got all of that.
Spare the wares a glance?
No! No, no! You Outlanders! Help us! Outlander! You! By the gods!
I'm just going to go and loot, but
They've
okay.
gone mad. They're destroying everything!
Nice beard. Behavior like that isn't madness. They become dream thralls. Where are they?
The archives! My monks are tearing our books apart! I've lost my monks and most of our books. Over the last several months, books about the garden were already going missing. But the Book of Oaths and the Book of the Before, we must hold on to those.
I want the books on the garden. Say no more. I have literature to say.
Gods bless you. We recently brought the Book of Oaths to the parapet. It should still be there. And the Book of the Before should be in the main library. Now go, please. We've already lost so many precious texts.
Quite a nice view in the evening. I imagine the views from here are pretty spectacular in the daytime. You went and sat down very quickly. At least it felt very quickly anyway. So I guess I could go in the door if I unlock it. If I go up and over, I won't have to waste precious lockpicks. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully.
Knives and shut! Treacherous weed!
All 10!
You stubborn. You got a bloody priest in here, haven't you? Motherfucker.
Blend into the leaves!
Led priesty boy. Like a beastie boy, but, you know, religious. Well, that went well. Yeah, that's a decent set of rolls there, Steve. Still quite surprised at how much we got through last night in terms of all those challenges. There were a lot of them. Some very big numbers involved. But we got through it. So I've got a couple of points to play that I didn't know about. What's the point into dodging? Harvest essence, blood magic. That's all one stuff. So I use a lot of ice, which I've maxed out. I've got some fire, I've got some electricity. Some poison. Not a Terran rush for any of those. I think put point into a couple of these, couldn't I? Get a little buff across the board. I think that might not be a bad idea, actually. I don't know what the level cap is. I felt like it was lower than I currently am, so I guess I was wrong on that point. No points here. Okay, that's fine. Healing agent?
You! By the gods, deliver us! They've gone mad. They're the Ark. I've lost, but... Oh God, where is Andy? No.
Some of them are actually challenging. Yeah. I don't know that challenging in that they took a lot of time, I think. I don't know if they were hard. There was a little bit of variety to them, or it felt like there was a little bit of variety to them compared to the norm, which I'm in favour of. The whole system desperately needs an overhaul, though.
He disturbs us. Fear in the eyes.
Here they come.
I'm casting spells, dickhead! Stop poking me with a pokey stick!
Changes its stripes.
Oh, fuck you motherfuckers up, wasn't it? Priest's dead, that's the main thing. Oh, the barbarian who's jabbing me with an axe is dead, and so is the other Aegis. Not one better than the last effort. Oof. Yeah, tight spots with lots of dream throws, definitely a challenge. A bit annoyed by the interruption there to my spell casting, but you know, what can you do? Up or down? Up? Remember on this? Jesus, yes, he scared the living shite out of me. Oi, you dumbass dwarf, get in there and shoot the motherfuckers. The companions are not particularly effective at times. I think like Yatzli's using Misty Step. You picked the wrong door to charge through, buddy. Leave me, I know, I got absolutely... beasted for doing the same thing earlier. Any ribs to you, buddy? Lots of pretty lights. Dead bad guys. There's a weird effect that when this weapon impacts, I know it's doing more damage, but it's a bit of a wet splat when it actually hits the target. Ooh, I don't know, I've got a glasswood branch. Yeah. Interesting. Living Archives Courtyard Key. Poor chance you didn't even have to leave your camp for. It was quick, if nothing else. I wouldn't call it particularly satisfying, but definitely quick. Oh, that's a cool looking location. I mean, not really given to worship as a way to spend my time, but if there's a place to be doing it, assuming the weather was good, this would be pleasant enough. Iliara's Grimoire. A superb grimoire has Spirit Launch, Pull of Eora, Freezing Pillar, Meteor Shower. It's good. It's definitely good. My current one has Blast Frost Missile Salvo, which I don't actually use Missile Salvo very often. I've got it. Freezing Pillar I use. Arcane Seal I don't use often either. Yeah. Still better off with what I've got. But still, that's the last, I believe, the last unique grimoire in the game for me to find. Lord's Keep, we watch the garden. From Galloway's Tusks, we watch the keep. From our birth to our death, we uphold our duty. We honour those who uphold our mission and reject those who do not. For now, forevermore, we are wardens of Solace Keep. Been playing your computer now. Is that what you were getting at yesterday, or did I misunderstand? I thought you said yesterday it was working. If I misinterpreted, that wouldn't be terribly surprising, would I? Uphill task of multitasking. Which is also known as another day at the office, but anyway.
No expert, but that seems like some high-quality machinery.
That's what she said, aren't we? Solace Keep and the garden. And a volcano. I would like a peek through this thing, but doesn't look like I can. Alice Dormer's key. And it cost me 1. Oh, Daniel, am I planning on playing through Oblivion? Yes, is the short answer. Have already started. If you haven't caught those early streams, they are available on a playlist. I think. I think I actually need to tidy that playlist up maybe a little bit. Maybe. But they are there. You can find the first one on the live page as well. But there are 3, I think, so far. 3 parts that we've done. 3 streams. So yeah, definitely playing through it. Number of notes here. Detail the thoughts of the monastery elder in recent days. Mostly musings about the state of things at the monastery. A few things stand out. Hellscape has been broken for weeks now. At some point, new initiate from Solos dropped the main viewing lens and shattered it. Glasswork is very precise and eyepiece enchanted. Replacing will be a nightmare. Supplies are currently in a state of excess. Oh, lucky you. Merchants taken up residence here in the monastery and has been facilitating trade of old relics retrieved from sealed-off chamber in the Bastion, which has recently been unsealed, revealing many weapons of war that are of no use to the monks. The volcano has been active recently. It hasn't stirred like this in many years. Feels like a bad omen. Yeah. It does sound like a... I mean, normally I would just say it's random, but in the... that must be the sealed-off area. In the current scenario, it does seem rather like it might be problematic. Oh, yes, I did see something about that. Did your Googling efforts produce anything remotely resembling an informative outcome, Noel? Did you find an answer as to what was going on? Would be a far better sentence. So maybe unnecessarily weird, I don't know. I need a new Xbox. Yeah, that's not a inexpensive purchase. No, Respawns was going to buy a new Xbox yesterday. I think he said he wants to upgrade to a Series X from his S for streaming, but could not find one for love nor money apparently. Bit of a rough timing. Hey, it just needs reinstalling. Well. Fingers crossed for you. Yeah, I remember now. It's coming back to me, Noel. It's coming back to me. Journal from a monk named Vadim. Entries mostly mundane. Final entry catches your eye. Don't understand what's happening here. Last week, one of the initiates threw a book in a fit of rage. I was in the room with him, and we've been working in silence till then. Elder Gregor swooped time to give him an earful, but then it was over. I didn't think I could ask more. I don't know this initiate, and maybe they're prone to anger, I thought. Then Soren started picking fights, talking about trees and how the gardener is angry. I don't know who he means. We all take turns in the garden. Feels like we're all walking on eggshells now, even though the Gregory seems off. Distracted, he said all was well, but I saw some of the guards and the other monks carrying weapons. Stole a knife from the kitchen too, just in case. Feels like we're sitting on a powder keg. Monastery has always been so peaceful and welcoming. Now I can't sleep at night for fear of something. Ratings of Serena 5. Okay, that one is just lore. An exceptional pokey stick. Diary of a merchant. Strange lethargy has lingered over the brothers for some weeks. The elder tells me seem to fall at random to this malady. Gods, I wish I could have a chance to sleep as much as sleepers do. We still have a good beer brewed by the brothers before bed. The brothers barred the door to our room. The sleepers aren't fucking sleeping now. Something's happened to them. They're trying to break the door down. We're going to have to make a run for it. And Andrew, get me back to Solos Keep. Oh dear. CX. I'll look into it. Good shout, Steve. I've no idea if he looked there or not, but it's possible he didn't. That's probably the front door that it chose not to open earlier, isn't it? It's a lot of Dreamscourge mushrooms and fungus and stuff down here. Why did I stop? Read it again, and then press the button anyway. I do love it when my first choice turns out to be the right one, though. Go up first and down afterwards. Recover the book of before, eliminate dream thralls. priest next. Didn't ask it to fire at that point, but hey. There eventually. I killed that last one by shooting him in the butt. Okay. To confirm, I am on the right thing. Yes, I am now. I wasn't, I am now. Not that it matters that much, really. There are no markers for quests and the like, really, so... tracking them is of limited value. Use them all the time, and they have a decent policy on returns. Yeah, I've used them a few times, if you happen to want to go for... you know, second hand or anything like that. But yeah, they do alright. Of course, you've got to think of it first, which is, I suspect, more likely the scenario here rather than definitely opting out. Or deliberately opting out, rather. I imagine that's more the case. Yeah, I think my second PS4 came from there. I don't buy a lot of electronics from them. There's a couple of things I picked up. My second PS4 was one, which works fine. Neither of them get any... well, actually my main PS4 does get used, but second one doesn't. Because it's in here. I don't need one anywhere else, really. So I'm not playing PS4 games at the moment.
Envoy, thank the gods.
Ah, I unlocked a crate already. We'll take care of the dream thoughts. Shouldn't be here. Try to run through to the others outside. Don't fall away hanging around here. We'll take care of the dream thoughts, don't worry.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. But I can't leave yet.
Very nice.
I need a book. Once I have it, I can get out of here and start my life again in Solace.
What book might that be?
The Book of the Before. Have you seen it?
It's the one that Elder Gregor was.
Oh
no.
Dear. Please, no. You've got to give me the book instead.
And why would I do that?
Oh, I read it often when I first became a monk. It inspired me. I want it as a keepsake. Besides, no one else read it. No one would notice it missing.
Really? And why would Gregor ask for it then?
It should be somewhere in the archives proper. I'll make it worth your while. I'll be here when you've got it.
I call massive bullshit on that.
No way she's not up to something.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one, Marius. She's full of something. That something is stinky. Charge extra where?
Who goes?
Watch yourself.
Mine's bigger than yours, buddy. Threw a rock at me and still got taken down. Big old jump there, Marius. Got him. Still one left, presumably downstairs. Yeah, I think you earned that one, actually.
Well, that was fun.
They not include tax or something in their prices. Yeah, bit of lore there, which I'm not going to dive into. As much as the lore is all well and good, it's just a bit too bloody much for pursuing on stream. Son to Wodiger. No. And bounty list. Well, in exchange for following texts, the key supreme rewards you shall return to the keep. Bounties, which the list is burned. The following is legible: memories from the garden acquired, records of construction of the bridge to the garden acquired, book of before, foyer or the world beneath the keep acquired, blueprints of the sluice acquired, original surveys of mountains of Mount Foyer acquired, Nandra in the garden acquired. She's working for the Stilgarrot and getting information out of the monastery for them, so that they can find that Nandru's other route to the garden. How did they know the information would be here? That's what I want to know. As I say, I'm pretty sure they include that in the price over it. Have to, in a sense. Well, technically they don't have to, but if they don't, you don't have to pay it. You only have to pay the listed price. You can refuse to pay any price over the listed price. Meditations in the garden. Sermon of the Struggle. It's the one I need. Book of the Before. Written by Nandru. The ruins of those who came before are found all throughout the living lands. Those who came before must have had the entire isle under their control. Building such wonders must have taken centuries. They are found even beneath Solace. These were people who thrived until they did not. Yes, their lands are beset with evils, and yes, beasts that roam and the plants that grow are cruel. But such a people as those who came before us could not have been brought low by mere bears or a putrid fungus. Only a spiritual rot could destroy a people, so I pray you to Wodiger for guidance. I pray you to preserve my soul from the true evil of these lands. Yeah, that seems very much... somebody who's something of a fanatic of Wodiger would say that. Fanatically loyal to Wodiger. Cool, there's a... I don't know. Seems like Nandru may have been involved in... if not the fall of the Inquisitor, which actually, in hindsight, possibly not. Then at least making sure that their beliefs and peoples did not were sort of geared towards making sure nobody else got to the I suppose I can read it. Yeah, making sure nobody else got to the garden and released Sapadal or whatever. all very interesting. I think that's everything. I don't think we found there's anywhere else to explore, is there? No, I think that's got everywhere. Right. Obsidian in the council. It's somebody else who's been dealing. No, you don't. You hang on. Let's save it before I give a shit. There's somebody in the council who's been dealing with Ludwin.
Have you got the Book of the Before?
Handed over. Found a list of stolen books with your name on it. Care to explain?
I don't know anything about it.
No, not at all.
Hard before you get yourself exiled. That attitude won't go far in Paradise.
Please, just give me the list.
Nope. You can have the book on your list. Give the list. Who's the buyer? Tell what you know. You're a thief. The one who's been stealing the books, aren't you? I think Elder Go needs it more than you. Who's the buyer? Tell what you know.
No, I can't do that.
I already know, but
Just give me the damn list.
tell me what I want to know, or I'll start shooting pieces of you don't want shooting. How's that? You're the one who's been stealing the books.
That's an insane accusation.
Seriously, I'm going to start shooting her in the foot until she starts telling me what I need to know. Because I know she knows, so... It's not like I'm trying to get a confession. I already have that. I think Gregor needs it more than you do.
No. Please don't.
Fucking hell, yes. Not gonna bother unlocking that. It's just not worth the effort. It's not worth the lockpicks that I've actually used quite a lot of today. I may have marginally cocked up there. Just a little bit. Here he is.
The books. For Nandru's sake. Do you have them?
Oh, yeah. I found this in the library. Don has been stealing your books.
What is that? Let me see. This is every book that's gone missing. Dolna, were you so unhappy here that you had to do this?
The damage is probably done, but at least you can deal with the ones responsible.
I'll take care of this. I will inform the guards. They will imprison her and... Ugh, it did not have to be this way.
Did you know anything about this?
No. It's a shock to me. I still can't believe it. But, well, there you are.
And the book's here.
Thank the gods. Let me see them. Mostly intact. Yes, the Book of Oaths is mainly intact, and the Book of the Before. Our work of rebuilding begins now. I hate to be curt, but I must ask you to leave us now. May this token show our thanks, and may Nandru's blessing find its way even to you.
And there we go.
Outsider, I have wares.
She has wares. I don't think that sentence came out the way you meant it to be honest there, Agent.
After all...
Swing and a miss. All sympathizers. Did he give me anything else? No, he didn't. He just gave me some cash.
All this time, finally returning home. How you doing, Marius?
I'm holding on. Got pretty intense back there. Does feel good knowing Razvan isn't still out there. Weight off my mind.
Takes a lot of strength to go back to face something like that.
Thanks. Didn't feel like strength at the time.
You faced something horrible and didn't go catatonic. That's strength. No matter what it feels like, dear.
I'm not the only one here who has sad parent stories. Giada's folks turned into plants.
This is true.
Everyone is haunted by something. It just hurts when that something.
There was fire in Assassin's Creed,
Right.
killed 3
Let's just...
something and a boss with a bow and 40 arrows and had arrows left. I am also lacking context here, I think. Kept all of the uniques, didn't have to break any of them down, which I'm quite happy about. And a whole bunch of stuff that's not unique, mostly because it adds to my spell repertoire, but... So, yeah, I thought I'd scrap that, apparently not. Collected a lot of resources today. Right, that's already done. This one, a few shots, very high stun, moderate stun to nearby enemies, reload speed. So that's the one I need, and that should already be there, shouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, so if I were to upgrade this, I would require 3 Adyran, and I have 6. I've got enough to upgrade 2, and I need 12. So, okay. And then I'm going to go on beyond here. I don't need the Adyran anymore. I just need the Adra to go from one tier to the next, from the look of it. So that's cool. Right. So, what I'm going to grab out of here. Oh, here even. That. Don't need those materials. Need the dragon hide and the ballock skin. And the Adyran and the corrupted Adra. Awakened Adra. Definitely going to struggle on the Adra front, I think.
But usually my admirers hide their stares a little better.
Oh, I wasn't, I mean, you do look lovely, but, all this time on the road, and you look as fresh as spring berries. I just wondered how you do it.
Oh, why thank you. It took a while to find a product that worked so well.
Any
Good
tips
save.
for scales? No matter how much I
Good
scrub,
save.
I never feel like I'm getting the dust out.
Darling, sweetheart, I would love to build a regimen for you.
Slightly less good save.
Next time we go back to Fjord, we'll make a quick stop at my usual supplier.
It's a date.
Yeah, he dug his way out of a situation there. I'll give him credit for that. Right. So my first question is, can I get any of this? I can make one. Well, it's a start, I suppose. There's some progress anyway. So, I'm going to focus on my pistol, and if I were to upgrade this, that would just improve the cooldown of it, which would be nice. That's all it really does. Oh, the ability cost does go down. with the others. The cooldown will be there. Okay, that's fair enough. That's, both would be nice. This would be damage and stun, substantial increase. That's worth doing. And the Gambeson, just damage reduction, I think, all the way. So I'm going to prioritise my weapons, I think. Cool. That's definitely some good upgrades. And I don't have the Adyran for anything else, but I could think about upgrading this a bit further if I wanted to. Don't really need to rush to it at the moment, I don't think. I mean, I could. So I can only do one anyway, so there's probably not much point worrying about it. Oh no, I can do... Yeah. That requires 4 altogether for the next one, actually. So I'll do 1 on each of these. So we might as well then. Cool. And I can work towards upgrading other stuff in time, can't I? Nice. That was nice. You got a load of them, have you, Cal? I'm sure I will acquire more as I go on. It's about the only thing that's really worth spending any money on for me at the minute.
I'm loath to give away my perfume.
Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff I've got here that I could probably go and sell, maybe. Just like the metals and stuff that I'm not using in order to then spend it on Adyran, for example.
Why would you have to give them away?
I fear I've lost my sense of smell forever.
What makes you say that?
Well, it's either that or you've suddenly stopped your odorous assault. One is far more likely than the other.
Well, I might have put a bit of that perfume you gave me in my pits. Just a bit.
That's wonderful news. Oh, it doesn't irritate you or anything of the sort?
Why would it?
Not irritated, no.
Good, I'm glad. I was a little worried about not using a seed oil base, but it seems to have smothered your scent quite well.
I just wanted to keep the animals away.
Yes, keep the animals away, not your friends, dearie. I'll make a new batch for you just as soon as I'm able.
Conversations are weird in this game. I mean, out of context, anything suppose rapidly starts seeming weird. Anyway, for one Saturday night, I think we'll call it a boot there. Catch you later, Cal. Oh, my shoulder is bloody killing me. Yeah, good bit of progress, I think, there. Sounds like we need to go back to Solace Keep next time and advance the main story before we push on any further, really. We do need to keep heading up into the mountains as well, but yeah, it does seem like we need to go to Solace first and get some information. How are we doing, Craigs? Yeah. Probably back end of the week, I think we'll do that. Thursday, Friday. I think that'll be when we jump back into this. And I will make a decision at the end of next week as to whether or not we'll do an additional Saturday stream. I'm hoping I won't need to, but if it means we'll get Avowed finished and crossed off, I would probably do that. I don't know if I'm going to do I probably will do Fallout, actually, because there's a whole pile of stuff. We'll see. I'll see how I feel as to whether or not to do a Fallout stream on Wednesday or not. Definitely going to do Oblivion on Monday, Tuesday. And then we can jump into Avowed maybe, and we'll see about Wednesday for Fallout maybe. And we can jump into Avowed and finish it off hopefully next week, which I would like to do because I'm enjoying the game, but got a lot on my plate, and I would like to get it done. So yeah, that's the current plan. If you haven't seen it already, I put a build video up today. It's a bit of a different spin on camp building. I did Hugging Molly's house from south of midnight in 76. Well, I had a go at recreating it, and I think it came out all right. So yeah, if you want to have a gander at that, then yeah, it's up on the channel now. Next week we will have videos of varying kinds, I'm sure. Definitely going to do a not through the keyhole, I'm not calling it that anymore, right? Best builds type video. And possibly something else. We'll see. I'll sort of figure that out as we go. There was an update, but it wasn't particularly exciting, so I think I've covered everything I'm bothered about there. Yeah, maybe we'll do another camp build. So I kind of like to take the idea that we did for today's build and rework it to make it a bit more practical. So I might, maybe, possibly do that. We shall see. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. The question would be if I move it or if I just sort of strip the decoration out and make a few adjustments and go from there. I might move it and do somewhere else. If I could find a large enough open flat area to do that with an additional building, maybe. I don't know. Do I want an additional building? Maybe. Don't know. I'll have to ponder this for the next few days. But yeah, anyway, looking forward to a chill day tomorrow. That's my plan. So yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I hope you're finding Avowed interesting. I've definitely been enjoying it. I think it lacks a little in certain conversational areas. Otherwise, it's good fun. I was like, oh, what? Yeah, okay, no, I'm with you, Steve. I had to read that about 3 times. But I fully. Yes, hopefully a cunning plan. Yeah, definitely enjoying Avowed. Some of the conversations a bit weird, some of the dialogue choices a bit frustrating. Combat's mostly fine. Yeah, quite enjoying it. Definitely room to build upon it, but yeah, on the whole, reasonably impressed. Definitely gets you thinking, and movement feels good. Combat mostly feels pretty good and solid, so yeah. I'm enjoying. Looking forward to trying it out. As I say, I would like to play it as a two-handed sword character, because I've thought about doing a few other options and things and bits and pieces with it at some point, but just going for a high dexterity, high might build, so you're using a two-handed sword as fast as you can swing it, would be really quite satisfying with this combat system, I think. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. Anyway, one for another time, maybe. So, thank you all for hanging out. Say, Oblivion on Monday should be good. Looking forward to jumping back into that. So, until then, have yourselves a good rest of your weekend. Have a good rest of your evening tonight as well. Look after yourselves, stay safe, hit those buttons, likes and subs and notification bell, all that stuff. Social media links. As I say, I've been putting stream notifications basically on socials. So, if you want to get a heads up over there and it's more reliable to you than using YouTube notifications, then that is an option. And yeah, we'll be back at it in a couple of days. So, until then, I'll see you next time. Night, folks. Have a good one.